Hi, welcome to SC2Gate. We are here today to talk about how to form overall equation for electrolysis. If this is your pain, you have this problem that you when you have your half equation and then you always have problem forming overall equation for this topic electrolysis, then please read on. Now, if this video have helped you in any way, please remember to like and subscribe. Let's go. Now, steps in forming overall equation. First, make sure you have obtained both the half equation from cathode and anode. Alright, make sure they are correct. Next, you balance the electron on both sides of the half equation. Make sure that the electron numbers is the same. Third, then you combine the equation. Reaction side put to reaction side, product side combine product side. After that, you remove the electrons. You also combine those ions that come from the same compound or the same source. Right. Lastly, if you see any compound that exists on both sides, then you cancel them out and then you equate accordingly. Now it's a bit hard to understand, but just write this down, and then you follow my examples, and then you will understand better. Everything goes through practice. All right, let's look at electrolysis of water. Now, very easy to do the half equation. Now, some of you might not understand how you get the overall equation. I'm just going to go through in detail here. Now, if you obtain your cathode and anode half equation, you will get this. Your cathode is 2H plus 2E, give you H2, and then your anode is your OH minus, where we shall get you your water and oxygen and 4 electrons. Now, we cannot start first because we need to make sure that the first step, remember the first step you have gotten your two half equation. Next, you would need to get your electron balance. Note that your cathode has 2 electrons, but your anode only have 4 instead. So you need to times 2 to make sure that the electron is balanced. So that's what we do. In fact, what I did is just times 2. 4H plus 4E give you 2H2. Next step, we combine the equation. So that's what I did. See, H plus goes here, 4E goes here, and then OH minus goes here. Same. I think this one is understood by you. Now note that the 4E on both sides is the same. Then we can cross them out. Can take them out. Then look here, 4H plus and OH minus. See that actually in your original experiment or your electrolysis, the H plus comes from the water. Your OH minus also come from the water. In this case, you combine them together. That's why I wrote them as 4H2O. Okay, and the right side there's nothing to combine, so I'll just leave it as it is. Now, then we balance whatever there is excess or whatever there is the same on both sides. Can you see that there's H2O on the left? There is also H2O on the right. So we cancel away the H2O on the right, there's 2H2O, and then the left side left 2H2O. Okay, so basically your final overall equation will be this. 2H2O give you 2H2 plus O2. Okay, now it takes a bit of practice. Try with other examples. Just going to go through one more. Now, if we were electrolyzing concentrated sodium chloride solution, now your cathode will still be the same. Your H plus ions will discharge as hydrogen gas, but the anode, because it's concentrated, OH minus will not be discharged. Your chloride ion is discharged instead. You're going to get chlorine gas. Then now, first step, make sure that your half equation is correct. Now, I given this to you, so it's correct. But in the exam, you have to write this your own. So make sure it's correct. Next, check that the electron is the same, is balanced. Okay, then we don't need to do a times 2 just like the previous example. Next step, we combine it together. All right, then we take out the electrons. Now, in this case, I have taken out the electrons. The last example, if you remember, I combine the H plus and the OH minus. Now, should I combine the H plus here and the Cl minus here? The answer is no. Why? Because this H plus comes from the water, but this Cl minus actually come from the NaCl. They do not come from the same source. They are not one. They are not one compound. If I forcefully combine them together, I'll get HCl, which is hydrochloric acid in the aqueous form. Even if it's in a gas form, it's hydrogen chloride gas. These are not what we started with. We do not start with this at all. So it's inaccurate. It's not just inaccurate, it's just wrong. So we do not do that. So we just keep it as H plus and Cl minus. And on the right side, you have H2 and Cl2. These are the gases that is produced. And this is your overall reaction. Of course, as a precaution, always check that it's balanced. All right, this is what you need to do for any kind of equation, be it chemical equation or ionic equation. Always ensure that it's balanced.